Hello, beautiful family. Good day, and thank you again for being here today. I highly, highly appreciate each and every one of you for taking that time to be here for humanity, for children, for young people, and for our women. I am very grateful to all of you. And today's Friday. We made it again. And we're going to enjoy the week. And I know that we're going to enjoy, and we're going to keep meeting here every Wednesdays and Fridays. And I will also keep encouraging all of us here. If you need to come and say a word or two, ask for the link to be on the stage from our managing director or from my beautiful sister here on stage or from any of us, the pioneers of One Global Movement. So ask for that. So please, we need everybody's contribution. It counts. Offer your voice, offer your lifestyle, offer the way that you raise your children. There has to be one, two, three, or just one person who will learn from your own style that might also be doing the same thing, maybe from your culture, from your environment, because things that happen to you in that same environment are the same things that are happening to people that live in that same environment. So it's always a good thing to share, and all inclusion and variety is the spice of life. We want to make that so that our children can pick and choose. Oh, yeah, I fit in this. Yes, my dream fits here. I'm going to learn this. So we need your voice. We need your presence, not just in the chat, but also on the stage here. So thank you, sister, again for always supporting me. And I know that you're doing a lot. Sometimes I feel, but if you need to take a break, do so. Because when
I
it's
will.
time for
Thank
me, I
you.
take a break.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, all right. The managing director is already here, and we're going to begin. And this is a very fun topic. And this
It
is
is.
something that we're going closer to our roots. What are your roots? Your roots is where you were born, how you grew up, how you were raised, but more so the roots from Almighty God. Because if we leave the roots from the Creator, that's exactly the roots of our culture and tradition. We apply it the way He has made it in our different cultures, our different languages, and our different ways of life. Therefore, we are being sensitive to others and being respectful to others, the way they live and the way they eat, the way they dance, the way they do things. When we bring this together, it becomes so beautiful. So
Yes.
now I am with the people of Swahili. Swahili is a language, beautiful language that I strive to learn, and I'm going to learn it. And now we are in One Global Movement Revolution Part 382. There is this Swahili saying. I hope I talk like the Swahilis or I pronounce it well. There is this Swahili saying that says Haba, Nabana, Hojazi, Kibaba. I'll repeat
Uh-huh.
it. Says, the saying says, Haba, Nabana, Hujaza, Kibaba. And what does that mean? It means little by little fills the measure. Small, little by little fills the measure. And now, the emphasis here that we want to make is that we want to emphasize, beginning with ourselves, the parents, the adults, and the caregivers, and all as institutions and businesses, that we can't sit around waiting for some big dramatic moment. We cannot sit
Yes.
around,
Yeah.
but take decisive action now, right now. Not saying, let me take a nap. You don't know if you're going to wake up or not. And if you don't wake up, what are you going to tell the Creator that you did with that knowledge, that greatness that He created you with? So,
Mm-hmm.
our young, precious children, little ones, our young adults cannot be groomed to sit around and wait until they feel like doing something big. Big starts with small. If you go and want to do it at the top, be very careful because it will crumble. That means you did not build that solid foundation and it's going to crumble. And we don't want that. That is why here we are going little by little. Because if we're building it for children, children are forever and ever long when we are gone. And therefore, we want to do that, build that foundation little by little, and we're moving forward, but taking action without waiting for big moments to say, aha, I'm waiting for this money. I'm waiting for this to happen before I do this. It starts with you because we already have the wealth within us, and we were created with that. And therefore, one global movement welcomes all of you to participate in this, please. This is a participatory platform that we must contribute, all of us. If you don't contribute, people in your family, in your household, in your village will not know, in your community would not know how to navigate this. So when we all contribute with one thing or the other, it will be good. Or just pick a phrase from the question and
Mm-hmm.
hashtag it. And sister is going to do that, and then you can follow because we are here all learning and teaching one another. So hashtag it and press that like button always so that these can go far and wide. And so this the simplest phrase carries the secret of divine growth. This simple phrase, little by little, we will achieve something. It carries a divine faith. A mantle of hope does not begin with a storm of abundance. I never began this with a storm of abundance. I began in the challenges. Because even in those challenges, you must still do something. You cannot sit because guess what? If you sit, you shut down your system. And if you shut down your system, that is not good for you or for the creator. That means you did not utilize yourself for the goodness of humanity, which we are all called to do that. So that is so important. A mantle of hope does not begin with a storm of abundance, but with a seed, just a seed of faith, a seed of faith that believe that yes, I can do this because that's the reason why I'm here. And that's the reason that I was created. We didn't create ourselves. And so this is very, very important. Haba na haba ojaza kibaba. Little by little fills the measure. And so what small steps, I ask you this question to myself because I've asked myself several times, what small steps has God placed in me today that could fill someone's measure of hope? And I ask you this, what small step has God placed before you or within you today that you could use to fill someone's measure of hope? We must think about that. You're doing this not because somebody says, I love you, or somebody says here, or somebody is smiling with you. You're doing it because that is the right thing to do. You're doing it even to those that have hurt you because you know this is the right thing to do. But those that have hurt you, it doesn't mean that you just go all out. You have to do it with care that is necessary to deal with people that can hurt you again. But we have to go all out to do good. So do not despise small beginnings. We know that saying. Don't despise the days of small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah 4:10 says that. And you can go and read it for yourself in your own language. Zechariah 4:10. Never you, never us despise the days of small beginnings. For the Lord rejoices to see you and I, all of us here, begin something. And he always talks about the biggest dream that you can have, so that you can fit all your actions, all your happiness, all your gratitude into that big dream. This is very important. So now, we're going to share how one global movement began a seed of faith, just a seed, a little mustard seed, a whisper to feed dreams, educate minds, and transform generations. Now, I will tell you a brief story, just a little story, because we all are learning from people that have gone before us or those that are still among us here. Perhaps the first child helped, the book donated, the first smile restored. This, you can share a story. Now, do you have you donated a pen or a pencil or a backpack to any child?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? What were you thinking? And what did you spend on getting that? And how did you get it to that child? That is a beautiful story. A story that we all can recount, but we all can also invest in those kind of stories all over the world. From a single seed of compassion, forests of hope are born just from a single seed of compassion. When you give that backpack is going to help children carry their books so that the books are not destroyed and they're learning and they are growing. And therefore, you have started with just that one backpack, and now you have built and planted a huge forest of this child now that is going to come out and serve the world. And that is how we reason. So
Yes.
I am going to engage you, the audience. Let us be engaged. We're not just going to be talking, right? So
Yes.
I am going to ask you to think of one small seed that you can plant today. And I mean it. And not just when we talk about planting, remember, it's not just planting something in the soil,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Because whether you're buying a backpack, the soil still blesses it because those backpacks are being sold on shelves that are built in the soil. Everything comes from the soil. Either way, you're planting a seed. And therefore, just think about that small seed that you can plant today. Maybe a
Yes.
word, just a word, just a word.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Or thanks, thank you, a word or two, or you say just draw a heart with that one word, love, just
Right.
something, or just that silent hug that you're giving somebody. Plant it today. A word, a gift, a smile. A smile does not take you anything because we have it. Even sometimes when you are upset, when you just smile, you yourself have treated yourself of being upset, and now something just goes away instead of just uh, giving yourself a headache. It goes away, and now just reflect on that. Reflect on it and think about something that you can start doing today. Now, faith, patience, and process. How does this happen? Little by little feels the measure because miracles are not always sudden. They're not sudden.
Mhm.
They are
Mhm.
built in time. You keep building, keep building, keep building. That's why we say keep moving. Keep moving. If you don't move, your internal organs start shutting down. And then you
Yes.
get sick. Pretty soon say, this pain, oh, this one. But when you keep moving, that pain will give way. Even if it doesn't give way, you already built your mental capacity to deal with it spiritually and psychologically, and you will just be fine. Okay? As
Yes.
I
That
sit
is
here,
true.
I can talk, 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 and talk, but when I wake up, when I stand up to walk, it becomes challenging. But I am determined because it has to go away. All right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this alone is treatment for me, doing this because
Mhm.
I don't want to do any other thing. This is like treatment to me. Speak on.
Absolutely.
We have to talk about how faith and consistency sustain transformation, and we are going to share examples. A woman. Think about a woman teaching others to read. That helps
Yeah.
with literacy. Now think about a young person planting seeds. These will help for food security. We are planting physical food that we eat, but it also helps with building the souls of people, knowing that if I plant this seed and then it helps with food security, it's going to help other people. But when they eat, they're going to start planting seeds in areas that they are gifted. That's how we look at it. And then think about a volunteer showing kindness. Think about the story of the Good Samaritan in the Bible, showing kindness where others refuse to do so. What is this going to do? It's going to heal us, mental healing. That is the advantage we get from there. And I love this because, like some people, especially from my village in Cameroon, will say, how can you just do this? And you're doing it to the people that even hurt you? How can you just do this? I'm doing it. But I'm not going closer because I know they can hurt me again, because there are several ways you can help people if you know that you're going to be hurt, because that is the right thing to do. Remember, God forgives us every day. Why not forgive other people and do the right
Yes.
thing? Because when you do the right thing, somehow it will trigger something within them that they will start to change little by little. So,
Mm-hmm.
transformation is not a moment, it is a movement that is guided by patience and purpose. And that is who we are here in one global movement. And then you have to keep, like we said before, keep walking when progress feels slow. Because everything starts slow. Remember when we read in the Bible that when God created the world, the world was just this vast emptiness with no trees, no human beings, no nothing separating the vast oceans from the land. There was nothing, no nothing, almost nothing. But what happened? He stepped back and took a pause and deep breath and said, what else can I do? Because this just looks like a whole vast empty mess. What did he do? He started by separating the waters from from everything. And before he did that, he created the first humans, Adam and Eve. And when he did that, he separated the waters. You and I are living in between water, just so you know, the water from beneath us and the water from above us. Who can do that? Can you do it? We try to imitate God, but challenging Him in ways that are not good, but we can do it. And so we need to remember that you have to, the progress might feel slow, but be rest assured, if you are determined, you're focused, and you give thanks to the little step that you're taking, things are going to go well. I never knew. Remember that I thought I had already established this one global movement the way that it's supposed to be, like nonprofit. I registered with the Secretary of State for more than how many years today? And I was doing my thing, I was happy until along the way with you guys' company, I learned, and this is from unpassive, because we will never forget about unpassive. Unpassive is within us. Even if no matter how hard they say, forget about this, even you be a part of my life, all of you guys, and I will also be a part of you, because that is how relationship God created it. So
Yes.
during unpassive, with Sir Ashmu Farrer, he talked about nonprofit, and then I took notes. I have all the notes here with me. I said, but I thought I did the right thing. So I went to the Secretary of State and I asked, I said, no, you did not. That was not a nonprofit. Wow. I did not know what to do. But then I started doing my research and then calling some of my mentors and asking. And behold, God exposed me to people that will help me hold my hand across. And they said,
Mm-hmm.
hire a lawyer. And it was not cheap, it was more than thousands of dollars. Hire a
Yes.
lawyer to do it for you so that you do it the right way, because the government is so on top of people that have not done, are
Yes.
not doing
Yes.
those things. And that's
Yeah.
how I did it. And I'm so
Yeah.
grateful, because without unpassive, without you guys present, without the knowledge from all of us, I would not have known. I would just be working thinking that that's what it is. And so
Yeah.
I'm glad, and here we are today, and well established. So when things were slow, but now it's picking up. The volunteers around the globe, those that are working on the background, things are coming, because that's the way that everything is supposed to be built, right? We were conceived, born, and raised, and we are growing, and now we are getting older, and that is how everything is supposed to take the natural setup by the
Yes.
divine. So when we
Yeah.
walk together, our steps form bridges across the world. And as we are walking together, somebody sent me, I think it is you, Sister Yvonne. If it's not you, it must be Sister Sharon, because you guys are always contributing behind the scene. They sent
Mm-hmm.
this this video, a beautiful, beautiful lesson and lectures about holding hands for humanity across the United States of America. And
Mm.
you're the one. There you go.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I was so happy when I saw that. I was watching, for some reason, I don't know, tears were just going. That's how, when I'm happy, things happen.
Yeah.
So I,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
said, why can't we form our own one global movement holiday every year where we hold hands? And take the example of that person and quote him as somebody that will learn from him and also do. And we're going to join him in holding hands across the United States come 2026. And so let's think about that. And we're going to find out the information. And sister, I know you're going to find out how we can join because you sent it to me and I'll throw it back. She said, oh, you just do it. Okay, we'll find it out together. And so now when we walk together, our steps form bridges across the world. Imagine people holding hands like this. Millions of people holding hands across the nation.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yes.
And so one global movement is like that. Global family. Children of every color and nations united in hope, holding hands and our hearts, putting hearts together to do something for the sake of humanity. So diversity is the color of God's dream for humanity. One global movement says that diversity is the color of God's dream for humanity. Now, I'm inviting you, the audience, to interact. Please interact in your language, in any language that you can write, interact. Now, I am asking all of us here, if we were on a like physical stage, maybe I'll ask people to come up with me and we do this exercise together. Now, you say one word that means hope in your language. One word that says hope in your language. I can start that myself because guess what? I did my research because to make sure that I was going to say the right thing, I called the journalist of the Rainbow radio station in my village because he knows our language more than anything else. And I asked him, and he says, hope means as a year, as a year. That means you're hoping because it's coming. It's coming as a year. And so I said, I will share it with you guys. You share in the chat your own. What is that one word in your culture? Some people, espoir. In French, it means, hope means espoir. Espoir in French. And then that is for the noun. And then espoir for the verb in French. And so, for example, I hope is j'espoir. J'espoir means me. And to have hope is avoir l'espoir. To have hope in French is avoir l'espoir. So now share it in your language. Please, please, please. Let us interact. Share it. This is going to go a long way. This is what we need, not just talking, doing. The doing is what it goes a long way to do what we're doing here. And then, Swahili language, tumeni, a singular form meaning hope. Tumeni in Swahili. Remember, we started the phrase Haba, Habana, whatever. It continues. It means mutameni, the plural form, also meaning hope. So singular is tumeni. And then the plural is matumeni in Swahili. And so this is very, very important for us here. So now the divine call to action. We can never do anything because we always say divine because without that divine, you and I would not be here. We will not even be created in the first place. No matter how we fool ourselves, I will never fool myself because this is how I grew up and this is a way of life for me. I'm not a pastor, but this is the way of life. This is how I grew up. So each of us holds a drop of light. Everyone, even the sick on the hospital bed, even the child that is lost right now, or the child that has been forgotten, the street children that are fighting for survival. Each and every one of us has a light. I know I do. I do have it. So each of us has a light. Together, we can make an ocean of hope. Remember that light? Maybe we should form our own thing instead of holding hands, sister, because I know you are very good at forming things. We'll form something with light that every year we do that light. You see that? We light our candle. Maybe I will light my traditional candle. I would light it. We light the place,
Yes. Yes.
Or maybe with a plan or something, just something. So let us join this movement. Bring people to join. This is a global thing. For us to keep it just to ourselves is not good. It's being selfish.
It is. It
Keep
is.
letting people don't do things because they don't know. People don't do things because there's no one to encourage them. And you don't encourage somebody one, two, three, four times and say, "Oh, I'm not doing it. I did, and they didn't respond. This, they didn't." No, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know why they don't want to join immediately because somebody has to know you because you do business with people that you know, you trust, and you believe in. And therefore,
Yes.
that's how we teach our children that because, like children, if you're like my son, it takes him time to make friendship. Okay,
It's,
and he
it's true.
has few friends.
It's
And
true.
sometimes I was so concerned, and he said, "Mommy, why are you so concerned? I have to pick and choose my friends." And
Absolutely.
when you pick and choose it, those friends, when they come to my home becomes the home of those children because they are so humble, so respectful, and you will be happy. You just want to take them for your own children, and so
Mm-hmm.
that is how we're supposed to do. We teach ourselves and do it so that our children can also copy and do. And so now let us encourage to join this movement in what ways? What ways can you join? You are volunteering right now. That is one of the way. Volunteer, not just being here, volunteer to teach or be a mentor or be somebody sharing your words here or sharing your trade. Show us what you do. You can come on here, you show us. Remember Gutam? Gutam that came on here and sang. That was sharing
Mm-hmm.
music. Music uplifts the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could volunteer to feed. Maybe you don't have enough to feed yourself and your family, but you still have it because at least they're eating 2 or 3 meals a day. Why don't you volunteer just once a month or once in 2 months or once a quarter to do something big for others? Feed family. Oh, come on now. Sorry. Sister,
What is wrong?
I don't see that my internet is shaking.
Well, we
Or
can still see
your
you and hear you.
my internet was shaky, maybe because of
Okay.
that call. So
Okay.
now
Yeah.
we can share one global movement stories here over and over, which sister will also share too, because she has been here for quite a long time now. And so
Mm-hmm.
um, we talk about the seeds program, building women's through the women's cooperative, which we are doing right now, providing seeds to those that don't have money to buy seeds. And we're going to be
Right.
providing that again next year during planting. And you're going to see the pictures because this time around they're going to have me to really hold a talk before people start hoiling the manure and other things. So and we talk about the 5 chicks per child program. We talk about
Mm-hmm.
Smiles in the Bag program. We talk about
Yes.
a shadow adoption program. We
Mm-hmm.
talk
Mm-hmm.
about anything that a child brings that we can support with the resources that we have for now. We are
Right.
doing those programs and we keep increasing, and it's going to get to the point where we have to write scholarships, not just to give scholarship to kids that are doing well, and to give scholarship to every child because you don't know why a child is not doing well. So we have to
Yes.
encourage them to do well by also giving those scholarships to them, even if it is $200, 500 francs, or $500, uh, uh,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, $50. It will
Yep.
help. Or backpacks or buying books, and we are writing some of the books ourselves. So those books will
Yes.
be there in the One Global Movement Library. And so,
Yep.
so many stories we can share. So the measure feels not by the size of our giving. Remember that. The measure does not only feel by the size of our giving, it's what comes from your heart, but by the sincerity of our hearts. That is
That's
what
true.
it is. Don't say, oh, this person gave this thing big and I'm going to outbid that person. No, no, no. When you believe in your creator, and you truly give from your heart, you will be happy. That thing is going to impact that person's life and also impact your life more than. So we don't compete. So now, if you believe your little can change a lot, say, I am the light. Write it in the chat. If you believe your little can change a lot, just write in the chat, I am the light. Write in the chat, I am the light. So that it can become interactive. You don't just listen, you do. And when you write it, and it therefore means it comes from your heart, and you are that light. Whether you like it or not, you are that light. So the light shines in darkness, and the darkness shall not overcome it. This means a lot. This is in John 1 1 5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. What does this mean in the context of one global movement? This is often linked with the preceding verses, because you read the other verses that follow, which establishes Jesus as the life and light of humanity, the light and life of the world. That means of humanity. And what does this mean to you, to me, to all of us, to humanity? The verse signifies that the light of Christ is a powerful force. It's so powerful that the darkness of evil can never defeat or extinguish that light of Jesus. This is so true. So let's go back and really read that verse. John chapter 1 verse 5. You will read it and read the preceding chapter so that you get to understand what we are saying here very well, and keep practicing it little by little, just little by little. You will get there. And so I will offer you this closing before my sister contributes here. I'll offer you this closing. May our small acts become great rivers of healing. May our small acts become great rivers of healing. May our voices rise for those who cannot speak. May our voices rise for those who cannot speak. And may one global movement continue to be a vessel of light, filling the measure of love little by little until the world overflows with hope. And together, we are one global movement, feeding dreams, educating minds, and transforming generations, and not just generations. So little by little, we feel the measure, the divine journey of one global movement to humanity. A mantle of hope does not begin with a storm, remember. It does not begin with a storm of abundance, but with a seed of faith. Begin with a warm welcome for whatever you're doing. Welcome people warmly, thanking them for even attending your thing or praying with you, and you will know and you will see the changes begin. So little by little, we will feel the measure. This is our divine journey here in one global movement. Thank you so much.
Yes. Well said, sister. It's a fun topic, but it's also so important and impactful and dynamic, because each time I do research and I see it says human beings cannot live without hope. If you lose hope, you will die. More than anything else, you can live on in deprivation and starvation and whatever. But if you have hope, it fuels you. That's another word that you like. It fuels you, and you will try to find a way out of whatever is the circumstance that is not good. But if you lose heart or hope, the Bible says it, the broken hearts, they kill. They kill when you don't have any hope. And the funny thing about that, it doesn't really have to do with that deprivation. People with lots and lots and lots of resources feel hopeless and they kill themselves. Okay. Hope is something that it's almost like the air you breathe. You have to have it. Something will change, and I can make that change, right? So I love the verse that you started with, because I'm always working with that verse. It says, do not despise small beginnings. Children going to school and learning ABCs, that's hope. That's becoming bigger things, right? So God's perspective, and the verse you quoted, the Zechariah, encourages believers not to underestimate the value of their early efforts, because God is pleased to see the work start. You said that. And then there are so many little other, all kind of proverbs, from little acorn grow the mighty oak trees. Have you seen an acorn? It's very small. And when you see those huge oak trees, and it's hope it's also the future because I mean, you might never live to see that tree, the person who's
Mm-hmm.
planting it, depending on what age you are, right? And then it
Right.
says a journey of 1,000 miles begin with that one single step. And then, of course, we can't forget about my daughter with her one teacher, one pen, one book. That's, she's saying, don't look for big government
Mm-hmm.
abundance all of a sudden because that might not come. But one teacher doing what she has to do, that's going to be multiplied, multiplication, right?
Yep.
And little drops of water make the mighty ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Little strokes fall great oaks, that's true. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yep.
And success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's a funny one. How do you eat an elephant? And it says one bite at a time. But I won't be eating an elephant, I can tell you that. And, you know, it says every little bit helps, which is a simple phrase to reinforce that even minor contributions are valuable.
Yep.
The thing is to say thank you and to let the person feel that. Don't let them think that, oh, why, you know, even when you go online and you see places that you can support and they're asking for just $10. Now, $10 for some people is a lot, but still, for people who have $10, you think, I can do that. As I said, right around now, with the many shelters and homes we have here in Canada, I'm sure you have them there too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking for donation because they're saying, just buy one meal for one person. And we have 39 million, well, they're not all adults, but we have 39 million in population. But say even half of that are adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people give that $5 or 4.54. We can feed the homeless around those holidays. Let them know that somebody cares. They also send you a little mat that you can write a name on or a nice verse.
Mm-hmm.
10, excuse me, $10, $5. It's so little and it means so much. These people are going to get together for a meal.
Yep.
Somebody cares because they know that it didn't fall from the sky. Yes, it's God providing, but He's using human hands.
Yep.
So, yes, do not despise those small beginnings. Give until you're empty, as you like to say. Give it all. Give it
Yes.
all. Yeah.
Yep. Give it all. Give it all. So
Yeah.
important. Hope. Hope. Hope is very important. And I was
Yes.
waiting for some acronyms from my sister here. I don't think she wrote some
Ah, no,
acronyms.
I finished it.
But hope is very important. You never lose hope. Never. The measure
Yes.
feels not by the size of your giving, but by the sincerity of your heart.
True.
I've
Yeah.
seen, and I'm sure I'm guilty too at one point, but I've learned, and I'm very happy that I learned that I give from my heart. I don't give according to what the world says. I don't give
Absolutely
according
not.
to
Yes.
how
Yes.
the world
Yes.
says. I'm not going to sit and compete and compare because that is very strenuous on
It
your
is.
brain. Try to do
Yes.
not to be yourself. A lot of people they live life in comparison, and I've seen it in our
Mm-hmm.
community a lot. This
Yes.
one will
Yes.
throw big parties, and this one you're wasting resources that you can use to invest in others in your family, and you are doing not to say you shouldn't throw parties, but don't abuse money. We have to respect those financial resources,
Sure.
not to take them to abuse them. You know, so
Yes.
it is so important that we don't lose sight of hope. When you have that hope, that means you believe that you can do it, no matter how little, no matter how you started. Okay?
Surely.
We can
Yes.
do it. We can do it, but let's start it. Start it. We
Yes.
have it. A lot of us, we have those gifts laying dormant within us. And
True.
when we see our children, we're saying, your friends are doing this, but you cannot do this. That hurts. Because how can the child not do it when you are doing it? That means you are
Right.
not even doing it. That means I'm not doing it if my child is not doing it. And let us
True.
really be sincere here. Children
Yeah.
copy from their parents, okay?
They do. Yes.
Whether you're doing something in the presence or absence of your child, that spirit, that bond, that blood that connects, natural bond that connects you guys together, the child will automatically take it, whether you
It's
like
true.
it or not. You can't
It
do
is true.
anything in hiding. It is a natural phenomenon that we cannot even change. And
Mhm.
therefore, let us do these things. When we are talking about children, helping them to eradicate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty, it starts little by little. And the world is so advanced now that you can improvise and do things. Just add that knowledge onto what you were taught, what your ancestors were doing, and you would do
Yeah.
great things. Imagine if
Yeah.
you do it your way, I do it my way, Sister Yvonne does it her way. Imagine what when we come together, just imagine the ripple of that. Imagine what will
Exactly.
happen, which is what we are doing here. But while here, contribution is very important. When we talk about
Hmm.
contribution, let us not always go to money. Because if we don't start by contributing from our hearts, contributing
Hmm.
faith, contributing in truth and hope, contributing
Yes.
little by little, then there is no contribution at all. And
Hmm.
therefore, we are not contributing from our hearts. So this is very, very important. And we're going to be talking about this because this is the way of life, of the way we were
Hmm.
created. We're going to be talking about them differently. And I think we should, I don't know if you have any other things, sister, go ahead. Otherwise, we appreciate our
Well,
audience.
I just have my little acronym now because it just says help others progress every day. That's hope,
There you go.
right?
I know you'll be good about that.
I love them. I love them. And then,
Yes.
as you were
I love
talking
it.
about contribution, you saying contribute with intentionality and purpose. Make it part of your purpose because contribution is service, and we all came to serve one
Yes.
another every single day.
Yep.
It doesn't matter whether we're on this big platform or this little platform. What we are doing is serving others, not just ourselves, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
the
Love it.
children, as you said, they are always, always watching what we do, not just what we say. That
Yep.
what we say doesn't have half as much as an impact as when they see you naturally doing some things, being kind to other people, treating other children as you treat them well. Then so they know that you're sincere. It's not just my child is better than another child or whatever it is. No, you treat them
No.
all well, as you've always said many times. And I can't believe it, but there are people who, in the home, if they're looking after other children, they treat them differently. They feed them differently. How, what kind of a heart could make you want to do that?
Yep. I have lived that life where they say, you eat there, eat on the
Oh,
floor there. Don't be a
oh,
part of the table. And I've seen it, and it's still going on in the world, even in this United States. And when
it's
that happens,
everywhere. Yes,
people
yes.
are threatening, if you dare say anything, I'll kill you. And that's not good. And you just know
It's,
those people are sick in the head. Okay,
they have
they're
to
sick
be
in
sick.
the head.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's not good, because treat a child like you treat your own child, and
Absolutely.
you will get a reward from Almighty God. Just do that, and you yourself will be happy. You'll be
Of
happy when you
course,
treat a
of
child
course, of
in a
course.
good way. Come and
And
eat together.
and you know those stories, sister. I mean, real stories, life stories, where somebody treated somebody who was destitute or whatever it is. They became a doctor, or
Mhm.
somebody who can actually have some great impactful service. And then you look up, and that's the one who's going to save your life because the world is cyclical, right?
Yes, yes,
Goes
it is.
what goes around comes
Comes
around.
around. There you go. Yes, yes, sister. There's a saying in my dialect. I'll try to put it in English. It
Yeah.
says, "You will never know the child that is going to bury you." When they say you will not know the child that is going to bury you, it's not actual physical burying. You don't know
Exactly.
the
I know.
child that is going to feed you. You don't know
Yes.
the child that is going to take care of you. You don't know
Yes.
the child that is going to see something
Yes.
that is going to happen to you that is not good and run to tell you. You
Yes.
don't know. We
Yes.
never
And
know.
those stories are cropping up, sister. It's like the world is really becoming synchronized because when
Yes.
I'm on Instagram or those platforms, I s- how did this happen? When these people share these stories of this person that they helped long, long time ago, and then they look up and this is the person that's helping them. How is God has a way of making the world
What
turn when
goes around comes around. When
yes,
I was in school, in university in Boya in Cameroon,
yes,
this mother, and just like my auntie,
yeah,
never gave birth, never got pregnant, not
yeah,
once. And
yes,
when a woman doesn't get pregnant, a lot of time they're being taunted. But some people that believe, they come to the conclusion that God wanted me this way, and I will do the best for
with it.
humanity. We
Yes,
So this
yes,
mother worked for the Cameroon Development Corporation, a very huge company, and she is very rich. Guess what she did? And if according to our culture, it is welcome. She discussed with the husband several times and said, we don't have children.
Mm-hmm.
And I have passed the age of childbirth. Why
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
don't you marry and have children, and I'll take care of those children? And it takes a good heart to do that. Some
It
people will not.
does. It does. It
And the husband
does.
said, no, no, I don't want to displease you. He said, no, I'm the one who's saying it. Look at all the wealth we have. What are we going to do with it? Why don't we bless children? Even before then, she was already helping children in the community, educating
Yes.
and doing things.
Yes.
But she
Yeah.
wanted children for the husband, and children that will inherit their home and their husband, because
Of course.
inheritance is a very big thing. And let's not fool ourselves, inheritance goes to the man. That's why when you talk about your where you come from, a child is born, that heritage goes to the father. That's why
Yeah.
you take the name of your father, the woman takes it, and that's the way God created it.
Yes, it
So
is.
now they talk about it for a year and pass, and this is what she really wanted. That's one of her dreams. And the husband finally gave in. He said, I'm not looking for any woman. I'm not dating any woman. You go dating. I said, no. They say, you will get involved. How can I date somebody? You have to be the one. But the woman is a good woman in the society, at work, everywhere. Who would not want to marry her husband? Who would not want to
Yes.
do that?
Yes,
The woman
exactly.
said, you can divorce me
Yeah.
and marry her. But, or I will just, you can turn our marriage certificate into polygamy and two of us, but God knows what we have in our hearts.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the husband said, I'm not divorcing you. And now they got married. The woman came, a beautiful family. This young girl had children. The children don't know her as the mother they call, but that other
The
woman,
other one, mommy.
mother, they are always there. And then she will say, no, go help mommy too. You have two mothers, you're blessed, and you have a father. You can come
Yes.
and see the kind of joy that resonates in that
Uh,
compound in
of
Boya.
course.
I look
Of
at that
course.
woman like this all the time. I always go there to just go up and just look.
She's a special person though, for sure. For sure.
For sure, she is.
Yes.
And
Yes.
God bless her abundantly. Very happy
Absolutely.
woman. And you can
Mhm.
see, say, my children have gone this. My children, I will send my children come and help you. Okay? Those are her children.
That's for children. Yes.
Like you
It
are
is.
calling a child across the Atlantic Ocean your son. So that
I
is a
know. I know. She can.
so it's a beautiful thing to do. I grew up in a family where my mom raised other children,
The village children.
the
Yes. Hmm.
village children with
Yes.
us together,
Yes.
mostly
Yes.
girls, but boys
Yes.
were there because some of the boys, they love my mom. They just
Hmm.
come, pack their things from their homes and they come to us, and we live together. They just everything that is being done is done equally. Equally.
Yes.
So today I have sisters, not biological sisters, because I'm the
Yeah.
only girl living now. And
Yeah.
so this is the beauty. When we talk
Yes.
about shadow adoption, please,
That's
it's
what
starting
it means.
little. You don't have to
Yeah.
bring the child into your home.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah. I know.
one backpack. And we're going to be conducting a drive contribution for school materials. When the website is being done, you're going to go to the website because you have the link anywhere, and you keep sharing the link. And when
Yes.
we print the t-shirt, the managing director will be part of the New York chapter, who will also market those T-shirts to friends and families and to people, so that we raise money to carry out these activities, even anywhere in other countries. Because when you raise those things in your, say, Canada, there are people in Canada, children and young people, that need those resources. The resources don't have to leave that area. We make it
Yes.
in such a way that those resources will be distributed through one global movement to make it very, very authentic, and to abide by the just to even be sincere, to be authentic and to do the truth. We will do it that way. So it's coming. We're
It's
building
coming.
these monuments. It is coming. And so,
It's
wow, I love this. I really love
yes. It's a nice topic. Yes.
it. Okay, Gutam is here. Gutam shared his voice before, and we are
You
encouraging
did.
you to come and
Yeah.
share your music again on here, Gutam. I love your music, and I'm sure the people in your area who understand your language and love it even better than me. So thank you so much.
Mhm.
And thank you, sister, for always being my team here. And
Mm-hmm.
on the stage, I really highly appreciate you, and we encourage others to be here with us. Hashtag One Global Movement.
Thank you.
And please share in today's discussion on the topic little by little feels a measure. Just hashtag little by little.
Yes.
Do something with the topic. If you can contribute or contribute in your dialect or your language, they are
Mm-hmm.
all languages, not dialect. Dialect is minimizing that language. They are all languages.
Yeah, all
And so
languages.
this is our Facebook page, as always. You can make a commitment by contributing to sharing it. Just say, I'm going to share it to 10 people this week, 5 people, or maybe 100 people. We all have platform because this is the virtual world. And so we all can share this, even though it looks funny. But when you share it, put a note there that you are supporting one global movement so that it looks authentic. Because after we build a website, this person is coming to revamp all the social media handles of one global movement. And
Right.
yeah, the website is coming along.
Good.
Uh, Now, this is our StreamYard here. If you subscribe to StreamYard to use it for your own engagements or for your own goals and your dreams or for your purpose, they will send One Global Movement $10. And like you said before, $10 will go a long way
Yes,
to
it
help
does.
a child or a family, not just with a meal for one day. I'm telling you, 2 days. Okay.
In some places, yes, of course.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
some places. So don't never you undermine those little things, those little acts of kindness that you take.
Don't despise those small beginnings.
There
Yes.
you go. And then, Mr. Saresh Kumar, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us. And you can also hashtag One Global Movement here, okay? Instead of
Mm-hmm.
talking about uh, victory with ash, which is good, but also you're here. Let us contribute to One Global Movement. Thank
Exactly.
you. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And John says, little by little, we will achieve something.
Yes,
Yes,
we will.
we are
Yes.
already achieving it here anyway. So thank you so much, John, for being our managing director here and for your contribution. Thank you. And you say, all born with greatness from within. Yes, certainly. Everybody, don't let nobody put you down because you were born with greatness. You were.
Yes, we
Because
will.
you're speaking, you're here, you're contributing, whether you contribute in your language or what, you're doing things, you're feeding yourself and your family.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all great things. There is no other thing out there except these things that we are born with. Okay?
Absolutely.
So important.
Absolutely. Yes.
So one child, one one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Malala, your little girl.
Yes. Yes, she is. I have children all over the world too. Just
Yes, yes, but that is the joy and that is the blessing of every mother, not because they are your biological children. And I do have children a lot here. They say, "Mommy, mommy." Sometimes some of them, why is she always coming to call you mommy? I say, because all of you are my children. Okay.
there you go.
And now I am a mother to all the children of the world. Isn't that a great blessing? The greatest
It's
of
a
blessings.
great blessing. I think it's wonderful.
Okay, Sir Ojala Kuma, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for being present here today and for contributing to One Global Movement. We love you.
Yes.
And say, hi, Finn. My play is now over. It went very well. My next two projects coming up will be one performance only of two different plays that are hoping to get a full production. That is coming in November. Okay, John, how can we watch
Congratulations,
the
John.
play? Let us
Yeah.
know how we can watch it, okay? Thank you
Yeah.
so much and congratulations for everything you do.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome, she says. Very awesome, I think. That
Yes.
must make you happy. Yep, he's happy. Yep, say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll try to keep busy. And after all, I still get paid to do these one night stand. There you go. Keep busy.
Yes.
Keep
Yes.
moving little by little. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
John. And we have Sir Sunil. Thank you so much for being present here and contributing to One Global Movement, children, women, and young people. We highly appreciate you. And our beautiful sister Nancy. How are you? Hello, families. I am late, but I am here with love. Yes,
We're
you are
glad
all.
you made it. We're glad you made it, Sister
It's
Nancy.
better to
Yes,
be late than never to attend, right, Nancy? Thank you.
exactly.
And let's go down here.
You're good. You're not missing anybody. You're good. You're good. You're
Okay.
good.
And let us encourage everyone. This is Managing Director, hashtag JJB Teen Man, hashtag Big Heart, hashtag I am the Teen Man, hashtag Heart for Humanity, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Be the Light of the World. Yes. Double hashtag Be Kind to the Children. Thank you so much, John. Those are beautiful, beautiful hashtags.
Beautiful
And I'm
hashtag.
just
Yes.
wondering if any of us are communicating with our brother. Is it Levite or Levi from
Leaving
Sarah?
Mama Bolo. Yes, I haven't
Yes.
seen him in a while. Yes. John, do
Well,
you know how
well,
he is?
let's communicate. If anybody, I don't have his information. I had asked, but he didn't. But I'll also put a note online. Let us find out how he's doing. And our other little brother, the arts director, uh,
Srijit?
no, Shriti Jana has been here. The other young
Okay.
man, he used to advertise us a lot. I've not heard from him in a long time. I'm going to
Oh,
look.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the name. The name is escaping.
Yeah. So did I. But I know who you mean. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So we need to, if we don't see our family here, let us find out from them. Not because we want them here, because you don't have to come here if you don't feel us to. Okay, you focus
Yes.
on yourself and your family, but if we don't see people, it is just okay. We are living in a global village with the blessing of technology. We can find out about people. Okay,
Yes, we can.
let's find out
Yes.
about those people that we don't see here. And Mr. Barilla, please find out about those our people, our family that we don't find here. So,
Yes.
sister, I'll throw the card. I'll spread the you and let's close.
Okay. Well, this is very inspirational, this little talk, this idea here of the small beginnings. It serves as an interpretation or inspiration to never give up, reminding us
Mhm.
that potential for greatness is inherent in the smallest beginnings and that growth requires nurturing and perseverance. So that is what I got from this talk, right? This
Mhm.
concept is prominent, it's biblical, and it's temporal. It's it's worldly as well. In personal finance, and in self-improvement, small consistent actions like saving a small amount of money or reading a few pages of a book daily yield massive results over time. The mathematician and author David Bach popularized the idea of the latte factor, which he says illustrates how small daily expenses, if redirected, can lead to significant wealth accumulation. And he's using it to mean financial wealth, but we're using it here to mean anything else you want to accomplish.
Yes.
Small things. You know, if you take up a big book and it has hundreds of pages, you might think, oh my God, but if you read one page every time you have a little time, you get
Mhm.
through it. That's how I sometimes read. Now I have audiobooks because I can listen to it while I'm doing other
Yes,
things.
that's what I do too now. I'm so happy with that.
But before that, because I love to read, every book I see, I want to read it.
Yes.
So you would think, oh my God, I have this to do. But just read a half an hour, 20 minutes. And you find that you get through this book no matter how big it is.
Hmm.
So do not despise, I love how you started that, sister. Do not despise those small beginnings
Hmm.
because Rome was not built in a day and Rome was a magnificent city. Okay. So,
Yes.
yes, a
Yes, I
thousand.
like the latte factor. I read this Robert
But
Kawasaki.
yes,
With
he
who
also meant, he
yes,
also used that.
I
Yes.
said, who, and that is so true. The latte factor, because people they're so addicted to some kind of coffee, they keep going. Say, but
Eight
just
dollars,
imagine
$10,
$10
$12. I
every
was.
day, sometimes
Yes.
twice. And
Yes.
so just calculate it, keep it aside, calculate it for 6 months, and you will see that you've been throwing your money
That's
away.
exactly
And
it.
for something that might not even fit your system, but
It's
you're
not
throwing
good
that
for
money
you
away.
anyways. All that sugar and this and that,
Yes.
it's
And
not good for
so
you. And
when you mentioned the latte factor, because I'm
yeah.
also like you, I want to read everything. Okay.
Everything I
I
see,
was the child that picks pieces of papers and everything, wanting to do everything.
it's so rude sometimes because if I go into somebody's office and even if they have papers and the paper is facing them, I can read it upside down.
Because that's one of your gifts. Okay.
So I have to kind of avert my eyes because I said, Yvonne, it's none of your business.
And your eyes are too good. They are too. See, look at me. I have 4 eyes, but you have only 2.
I know. But thank God I'm not a gossip and I don't go around with people's business. But if I come in, as I said, even if it's upside down, unless you cover it, my eyes are drawn to words, black and white.
Listen, that's just curiosity, and gossiping is not part of you. You're just reading your thing.
I just reading what I see.
I love to read everything. Like when my son was small, it was so hard to go out with him in the mall.
Yeah,
because he started reading before he turned 3.
Yes.
So we went. He had a job that was given to him when he was born. I said, "How do they give a job to a 2-year-old
newborn job?"
It took us months before we realized that it was good. So one of the things, the requirements was to go around and take pictures. Every 6 months we take pictures.
Yeah.
And we went to this mall that they sent us there. And this boy, every place we go, he sees letters and numbers.
Yes.
And most often it's letters. If he does not read, he will not go. We'll go to the mall. Sometimes we are tired because he's going into everything and reading. And you don't even know where you're going to keep him because he's not going to go. He wants to follow mommy and daddy, And we said mall, and the road there, I will never forget. And we wrote it in his book, in his journal. Said the restaurant was called La Cucaracha. I think it's in Spanish or something. La Cucaracha.
Spanish, yes. So, yes.
And he I said, let's go. We are going running. Let's go. Oh no! He will cry. And then people will be watching you to see what you're going to do.
Yes.
I go close to him. I say, or not to make it get going. And he go. Then he says, La Cucaracha. You know what? One white lady came right back. He said, "How old is this baby?" We say he's 2 years and a few months. And say, "What? You guys have your hands full. Get ready."
Yes. She was shocked.
she was. That's how you're doing. And so, thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. We really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Yes. Bye-bye. We love you.
Bye, John. Have a good weekend.